We're here outside the monument that burned yesterday evening. It happened a little bit after 4:30 p.m. Police said. You can see it's just completely black and just complete ash all around. This building as well as the house that was nearby, both buildings were vacant. It's just very devastating for the whole community here. I went to downtown Yuma. I spoke with some community members and they just shared how important this building was for them as they grew up. Some people took prom photos here, they took wedding photos here. Just a very important monument that has a deep history with Yuma. Speaking a little bit of its history, the depot was built in 1891 and it was listed on the National Registry of Historic Places in 1987. So it's just a very historic building all around. It's beautiful, it's home here in Yuma. What happened last night, again around 4:20 p.m., somebody set the building on fire. So I spoke with YPD. They are looking at suspects. They did talk and see surrounding buildings for surveillance camera. They've been going around all day trying to find the suspect, and they'll have more information on that. They shared with me tomorrow about names and who the person is. It's just really devastating. I spoke to the mayor. He shared a statement saying that he just hopes justice is brought. When I went to the mayor's office, he said, again, YPD, the fire department are working on just seeing what happened and just bringing justice to it. But as you can see, again, just completely burned, completely blackened. I walked a little bit onto the side and the windows are out as well. Those are broken. You see debris all over the ground. The wood is broken. The roof is missing. It's completely devastating and sad. Follow me this way. We have another building here. It's cautioned off. You can't see, but you can see right through the windows. It's just missing there. The doorways are gone. See the complete structure of the building. It's really devastating. Again, community members, I went to downtown Yuma. I spoke to some shop owners who shared just how sad it is. They drove by, they said work yesterday, and they just saw the building up in flames. It just completely engulfed in flames. It's completely destroyed. Again, you can see the windows. The windows are missing now. There's parts and fragments of the glass there, but completely gone. You see the boards out on the floor, blackened. A little bit of the tree seems like it was singed too. I see some branches and leaves there, but I see more just barren branches that seem to have been burned. It's just completely devastating, completely sad. This whole site is cautioned off. As you can see, you can't even walk back there. But we can come back a little bit more and see more of the debris here. We have other families that are, here as seeing this historic monument. When I came by earlier, cars were driving by. They were talking to me again, just how important this space is. Taking prom photos here, wedding photos here. It's just an important part of Yuma. Even the mayor shared just how important it is and that he hopes justice is brought. But you can see again, the building is just blackened. Part of the roof is just gone here. You can see the debris on the floor. It just smells of ash, and I hear the crunch underneath my feet as I take steps here. It's devastating. It's so sad. You again just see blackened pieces of fragments of the building. It's disappointing. But if you're joining now with our live stream, I can explain again. It happened around a little bit after 4:30 p.m. yesterday. Police say someone set the building on fire. They believe it's intentional. They will release part of the suspect's name and what happened more tomorrow, so you can tune back in to hear a little bit about that. And tune into our web and our live later on this evening to hear from the police department, to hear from the mayor, to hear from some people in the town just how important this building is. But someone set it on fire. This and another house that was right here. You can't even see anymore. But these two buildings were both set on fire. Both of them were vacant. Thankfully, fire department told me that they rushed over here. The building was completely engulfed in flames, but the police department and the fire department came by and they were able to completely put it out and just stop it from spreading any further. But this is what it looks like now, just completely destroyed. And yeah, it's absolutely devastating just to see this monument, this part of town that's so important, holds so much historic weight, just gone up in flames. Again, it happened yesterday evening. We're just devastated by the loss. We're just so sad. You just see parts of buildings. I'm not even able to see what every part is. I just see ashes on the ground. I see parts of what I believe were the roof. There's crunches underneath my feet. It smells of just ash, and it's completely sad. And we'll hear a little bit more about the suspect tomorrow and what are some of the charges. They believe it's arson as well when I spoke with the police department. So that's a little bit about what's going on. Thank you so much for tuning in, and tune into our show a little bit later to hear more.